Hello, welcome to Status Changes Wellness TV. Our network is a movement implementing wellness in every area of your life through weekly teachings, motivations, financial strategies, health and fitness tips, even building your brand, wellness recovery, and ministry moments. Status Changes Wellness TV, we are here to empower you, encourage you, and teach you how to eradicate obstacles that have tried to stop you. I am Sarathia Jones Hall. And this is your network.
Good evening, everyone. We are here again. Can you say again? We are here. It's Sunday night again. I am Sarathia Jones Hall with Status Changes Wellness TV Network, and we are celebrating Women's Month. Oh, yes, we are. We're still on it, y'all. We still have a few more days and a few more speakers, authors, teachers, entrepreneurs, movers and shakers. Oh yeah, those that are paving a way for the next generation, they are up on here. So I'm excited tonight. As you know, I got my co-host sitting here. She's having a little apple juice. So maybe after the apple juice, she may talk to us. Who knows? And she has on her beautiful hairband. Y'all know I put them on every time, but by the time we get started, she pulls them off. So I think she's about to do it. Well, let's introduce our guest for tonight. Special guest, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, I'm Shell Bell Baby, known to my friends and family. My government name is Ivy Michelle. Hi, everybody. How are you? Look, at she taking it off. There you go. Look how cute.
She just won't do it, y'all. She just won't do it. Thank you, Shell Bell, for coming on. And as I've been introduced, as well as Ivy Foster William. So listen, we're gonna rock both names tonight, okay? Let me tell you a little bit about her. Well, she is an intergenerational positive affirmation creator of books, bears, and positive teas. For all intents and purpose, she meshes all the personal and educational and professional life to uplift the mind, to build character, and to encourage self-love and intrinsically, what's that word? Intrinsically.
Yeah, that's
the word. I wasn't ready for that word, but we got it. Okay. All right. New words. It's okay. Well, y'all, we're going to jump right in. So we just told you what she does. So let us know, what exactly is your profession?
Well, I'm a lot of things. I'm a whole lot of things. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm an educator, I'm a proud member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. I'm a grandmother, and I'm a lifelong learner. I work in my dream job of supporting kids who have different abilities. I've had many positions in my 23 plus years of experience in schools with parents, staffs, and kids. Because of that, I am productively working on my second career as an author of several positive affirmation books, the creator of Paintee's Party with a Purpose, and as a commercial designer of positive affirmation talking bears. What makes me different? What I do different is the individualized specialty and the one-of-a-kind intergenerational lifetime investment aspect of each one of my items.
Awesome. I'm going to go here. I see some of your fans on here. They are not able to reach you, so let me help them out. I want to make sure they can get in and hear you. Hold on. We don't want nobody to be missed.
No, we want my fans.
My
support system.
Yeah. Jonas Foster is like, hold on, everybody. I need to get connected. So just a moment. Let me make sure he is connected here, because we want to not miss anybody. Okay. I'm going to share right here. We don't mind. We don't mind. We want to make sure our viewers get to see. Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. All right. Let's get Mr. Foster in so he can see. And if you see the link on my page, I did tag you. So if you send that tag to him as well, because we're not friends on here, but if you send that tag to him as well, I just want to make sure those who want to support you are able to support you.
You're talking. What you talking about? Yeah, you got stuff to say.
Yes.
I understand.
So I'm going to go ahead and put it on your page as well to make sure he can catch it. So thank you all for patiently waiting. We just want to make sure that everybody gets tuned in that wants to be tuned in. Okay, is he in?
I guess so.
Okay, yeah, you shared your video, so he should be able to come on.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. All right.
I'm learning how to do this.
You got it. I see. Okay, yes, you have it. Awesome. Okay. All right. And so, and you said children with special needs. So when you say special needs, which, like all special needs, or is there a certain group of youth that you really, you gravitate to or you work with more?
Right now, and for the past years, I've been working with kids who have autism and speech disabilities or speech impairments. But I've always worked with kids either as a resource class or co-teaching situations, small group situations, pull-out situations. I've worked with life skills. I've worked with, traumatic brain injuries. I've worked with kids in wheelchairs. I've worked with, the gambit. I've ran the gambit.
Okay. Wow. That is, that sounds beautiful, to work with those babies and get them back to, help them with their cognitive thinking and their motor skills. That is awesome. So what made you go into this type of profession, and how many years of schooling did you have to do? Did you have to do any psychology classes, or I guess what kind of classes did you have to take?
I don't know that I necessarily had to do it, but I love psychology. So I do have a master's in psychology. I'm also a counselor.
Okay.
I love the biology part. I love the learning, the part of getting to know the individual person and catering what needs to be done to that to help that person to be beneficial, or to help that person find success. Right? I have an undergrad in interdisciplinary studies. I have a master's in psychology. I'm currently working on a diagnostician to be a SPED diagnostician. As I said, I'm also a counselor. I love what I do. I even created a business, a tutoring business that specifically caters to kids who receive support services at school to bridge that gap between school and home. And so after work or, in the evening, I tutor kids with homework or help, just to keep that flow going, that help going from school to home. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh, wow. And how has that been? Have you been able to probably do this more since the pandemic?
I actually just started back doing it online. I have not been to anybody's house since the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been to anybody's house. I was doing it in small. As a matter of fact, I had stopped doing it at people's houses and was going to cafes, like coffee shops and stuff like that. And then all of that goes out. So that kind of like shut me out completely with that. I just started doing that. I just started doing it online though, which is different.
Okay.
It's
Yes.
it's a different experience because I'm used to
Exactly.
that hands on. Uh,
Exactly.
yeah. So
And I was wondering how if it like picked up since the pandemic, because I know a lot of the regular teachers, some of the schools were closed, and then you
mhm.
have more parents at home with their special need children. So that's what I was wondering if the services picked up with children being at home. And I know you had to do the virtual part of it.
The virtual part, and again, the virtual part is something new to me as well as it is to everybody else. It's really different for me because I'm in the experience of the personalization. You know what I'm saying? Of being that one to one, that
Yeah.
small group, that hands on, that interaction, the watching the body language, watching the eyes, watching all that type of stuff, and it's different to do it virtually.
Yeah.
Me, it hasn't, because to be honest with you, I still would prefer that one to one. I know it's not I know at this moment it's not a safe thing to do. Um,
Right.
I can't wait till they open back up for me to get
Right.
back to the one to one because I believe that that's most beneficial for our kids.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, and then and it brings about touch, and it brings about, especially when they're familiar with you, it brings about the comfort, and the
Right,
confidence
right,
versus
right,
being
right.
challenged with the virtual world on
Exactly.
top of with the challenge they already have.
Right, right. It's easier to build a relationship face to face,
Hmm.
and I'm all about relationship building. So it's easier to build a relationship face to face than it is for me to do it online. Now that's not to say that I can't, and I haven't done it because I
Right,
can, but
right.
I know me just from my personal experience and my background that it would benefit more face to face. You know
Hmm.
that would better serve the purpose.
That makes sense. I when I tell people like with status changes wellness, it just basically speaks to overall who I am. So I'm very therapeutic as well, and so hands on, and then I
Yeah.
teach dance, creative movement, prophetic dance. So I understand, and then having to teach because I've had to do some teaching virtually, and it's
Hmm.
a attention span, and you just got to really connect with that child on the other
Right.
side,
Right.
and like you said, they already having their learning challenges.
Right.
So I could only imagine, a baby with autism or
Yeah.
going through something dealing with their brain, how difficult that could be.
Right.
So wow, my hat go off to you, and I definitely will just want to even after this, connect with you just to ask some more questions about it because I love teaching children and just being creative with them. Just like helping them to come out of their box of not.
Right.
And I know what you do helps them not be so insecure, and you're helping them to bring about confidence in how they say their words. And I know you're showing them when they have progression. It may not look
Right.
like progression, but there's progression.
Right.
Wow.
It may not, and it's ironic because we talk about this in the classroom all the time. Somebody may come in and see me and my TAs and they might think, "Oh my God, that just looks so like they're not stressed in there," but they don't see the progression that we had from the beginning of the year or from the first time that child got in that classroom to now. Like something as simple as getting them to sit down and color and
Right.
stay on task for 30 minutes. That can be very stressful to a child that has ADHD, autism, cannot
Right.
verbalize, cannot, it's just a lot. And you're not talking about one child. You're talking
Right.
about two kids or more in one class, all
Exactly.
different grade levels. So
Right.
it can be a challenge, but it's something and anybody who knows me or knows me in or know of me know that I genuinely love what I do. I love the light bulb moments. I love seeing seeing it go off. How can I help? What can I do? How can I make change?
Right. Yeah, that's beautiful. And I believe a lot of children, because sometimes parents don't know that their children have like those issues like ADHD or whatever. And I know growing up, I didn't know, but I had the
Mhm.
adult version of it. And a few years ago, matter of fact, it's about, let me see, probably my co-host is doing something, I don't know. But about let's see, I'm about 10 years ago, I was in school for dance, and I had to study. My thing
Mhm.
is I could never really get college, okay, because it's like my attention span was short. It was like they were boring, and I was a grown woman doodling and scratching, drawing in class because I'm just and I'm fidgeting, and then we sit there, and I'm like, okay, all right, oh my God, and I go to the restroom. Then I go get me a snack. Then I'll give me.
Avoiding the task.
I'm like,
Task
what?
avoidance.
Say that again.
Task avoidance. You
Why?
was avoiding a task because it was
It was
stressful to you.
class, but it was class period.
Right.
I didn't. It was like it's now test. It was worse, but
Mm-hmm.
regular class, like it's like, and if I couldn't just get it, I'm
It's a lot.
yeah. But I was always
I
fidgeting.
understand.
But you could put me in front of a sewing machine, and I'll
Mhm.
sew for 18 hours. But that class, so the type of babies that you're working with, those babies gonna turn out to be grown ups. And
Yep.
so what you're doing and their parents knowing who they are can help them in the long run because everybody is not for college.
Absolutely.
I'm such a creative person. I flow very well writing books, be doing broadcast,
Mm-hmm.
sewing, doing creative things. That is who I am. But if I was forced to be a doctor, lawyer, teacher, whatever,
It will be
I probably would,
stressful.
it would have been stressful, and I probably wouldn't have lasted.
Right.
And so
And it's not that you can't do it or you can't achieve it or you
right,
can't do it or you can't do what is expected of you. It's just that I have to figure out how you learn, what's best for you, and what makes you comfortable enough. And that's a part of building relationships. That's a part of, affirming. That's a part of being positive. That's a part of feeding into you so that you can trust me enough to know that I'm here
right,
to help you and I'm gonna do all that I can to do what's best for you. Because it's true, these kids, I say that all the time, and I've been in education for a long time. I used to teach kids now that are grown and got their own families. And
hmm,
so, these kids are gonna be a productive part of the world one day. And we
right,
better make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do with them right now. Yeah. Which is
exactly,
which is why I
exactly,
do what I do. This is why all of these things are the reason why I do what I do.
exactly, and that's why you the bomb because a lot of children I know need that type of service because, like I
Yeah.
said, they grow up to be adults. I'm one of those adults, and I didn't get in my lane, really get comfortable till I really was grown. And
Um,
so these babies, you are helping them. They don't have to go through all these years confused of what am I supposed to do, but their parents are trying to put a different, title, whatever, but you're helping them to develop and be
themselves.
comfortable in who they are. Yeah.
Themselves.
So are you coming up here? So that is good. And it just sounds exciting. And I know that it's a great reward as you
It
see
is.
progression, like from day to day, week to week, month to month. And when you
It
see
really
it,
is.
oh my God.
It really is. It really is. Now you might walk in our classroom and go, okay, well they just coloring or they just cutting a piece of paper or he just sitting in his seat and not crying. But for us, we see so much growth and progression. A child
Yeah.
just simply saying, I want to go to the bathroom instead of just getting up and storming to the door. Like or following the camp or following the schedule or looking at the timer and going, okay, I know this is time for me to transition into the next thing. That means a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. 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 You don't
Yeah.
want to wear it? Okay. My co-host was trying to have it just all dolled up, but I don't think she wants to
She,
wear it.
she don't want that on her head.
Yeah.
She don't
She's
want
like, okay, let's take it off. You want me to take it off? Okay. There you go. Freedom.
that. Look at you.
Freedom. There you
Oh,
go. That's freedom. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh my goodness, my baby about to have one of them. I'm so excited.
Yeah, she's like, I want to play with it, but I don't want. Oh, okay. Well,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
let you do you. So when you're
Okay.
in a, yes, when you're in a classroom setting, how many students you have students, but how many teachers are like in there with you all in your class to help it, kind of have a smooth flow?
It's me. I'm the lead teacher, and
Okay.
most of the time I have two assistants in the class. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. So I believe you answered this. Your Pacific market that you're catering to, and you said those that are is it the autism children or something different?
Well, my specific market is intergenerational. So the idea, yes, you agree. The idea is that can do anybody can read the books, anybody can color the t-shirts, anybody can listen to the bear, and when you read it and you listen to it, then you're feeding into your own spirit, if if that makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
like
Right.
everything is everything. My audience is any and everyone that can use information affirmations, which is everyone who can
Exactly.
use the positive affirmation. And
Exactly.
each activity that I have created is truly intergenerational. As you read the books to somebody else, you're also reading them to yourself. So as I'm reading, I am awesome, I am brave, I am creative, I am dynamic. As I'm reading it to you, I'm also hearing it to myself.
Exactly.
Um, and you can always go back and listen to it as needed. Each visualized coloring book or coloring page is either primary or advanced. And the idea is either for you to share coloring with somebody, or you can color yourself, but it's a positive affirmation. And you cut the page out and you put it in a frame and put it up on your wall. So now you got 26 creative works of art that you created, and they
Yeah.
all positive affirmations from A to Z.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And so, I know it had to birth out of, you working with these babies.
Absolutely.
So when did you know, wait, I need to put this on paper. Wait, I need to create something. Because what I really love, I love this intergenerational, but I also love that it's not only paperback, but you have teddy bears that you can, I guess, you speak into and create those. So can you talk about, I guess, when this idea came, like when that aha moment came, and did you do the book first, then the
I
teddy
did do the
bears?
books first. I did do the books. I did the books first. Then I did the teddy bears, and then I did the t-shirts. And I can really tell you that it all came from love. But it came from initially. It came from um, just love for what I do, love for affirming the kids to watch their growth, love for building them up, and just pouring out everything that I had into them to help them to be positive.
Yeah,
The love of creating the change in the world that I wanted to see. I stopped waiting for the world to tell me it was okay for me to move forward and do the things that I wanted to do. One
right.
day I was standing in the mirror and I write positive affirmations on my mirror. And
Yes, I've
I've
done
done that for
that.
years. I've done
Yeah,
that for years. And so I thought to myself, what can you do to be the change that you want to see in the world?
right.
And I like to write. I've been writing since I was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I like to write. I love, writing things for kids to say and just being creative and doing all those things. So that's what all of these things were birthed from. Um, I just I want people I want one child at a time. If that's how I got to do it, and that's what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just want people to feel love for themselves. Um,
Right.
and not that cliche type of love. Like
Right.
that love when you walk up in the room, everybody know that, oh, there she goes. She thinks she cute. Yeah, yeah, I do. And I don't have to say it because you already know it. Now you may not think it.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Just that affirming yourselves. I spent so many years affirming the kids in my classroom who have different abilities.
Yes.
I spent so many years doing, and I still do that. I'm not saying that I don't, but when I first started in education, I spent so long, I spent so many days just sitting in a classroom affirming them. Just
Yes.
listen,
Yes.
you in this classroom, but guess what? We learning together
Right.
because I'm learning how to teach you to learn. So we're
Right.
learning together. And every day I come up in the classroom, it was something different and it was something new. And and because you never knew what the situation was going to be,
Exactly.
you never knew if they retained it or if they didn't retain it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Before, you don't know if I'm gonna have to spiral or if I'm just building on. I'm learning as you're learning, and for me, that's a good thing because I love learning. My brother says all the time. I've been going to school all his life.
Yes.
I love school, and
Wow.
because I am very solutions oriented, which is often mistaken for a dominant personality, or
Yes.
dare I say, the masculine complex to those who
Right.
don't understand. They try to put you in a box,
Right.
because you're different.
Right.
Um, I knew what I would have had when I was younger,
Right.
and that's my mindset. That's where I'm starting at. My
Right.
mindset is, if somebody would have did this for me, then
Right.
something else. So if I can do it, which is part of being the change that I want to see, which is part of being the change that I want to see, and not waiting on somebody else to tell me. Uh, who I am. And it's a daily battle. I'd be lying to you if I said it wasn't. There are some days I'm like, oh, Jesus. But I actually listen to my own bears. I listen
Yeah.
to my own positive affirmations. I read my own positive affirmations. So
Yeah.
I'm giving you the experience of what I actually do. It's not nothing. It's not nothing I made up. This is all experience. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, Educationally and professionally, and
Right.
my own personal experience. So
Yeah. You're
I
able to
create,
give that testimony of, yeah, this do work.
yes, I can tell you it does, and that's not to say that every day is going to be peaches and cream,
Right.
peaches and cream. But I created the positive affirmation book probably more for myself
Yeah.
than I did for somebody else. But then I realized how beneficial it would be for other people to hear it.
Right.
Um, who don't need love, who don't need support, who don't need
Right.
self-love, who don't need self-affirmation, who don't need self-love, like
Mhm.
who don't need that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's so beautiful because like even as you were talking, like I know that you have this for like the special need kids, but when we just think about children in general, some
yeah,
of the words that are spoken to them from their own parents, how they are torn down, their self-esteem is
absolutely.
torn down, and their ability, some of you got some classes, children learn differently. So you got some teachers that child may be a visual learner, or you got a child they may be an audio learner, and so you need to learn that child. They may need to see pictures. You may be speaking too fast. So you need to kind of know your children, but the parents need to know their children, because then you don't lose them. You don't lose them with their self-esteem. You don't lose them educationally, and they don't lose their own little identity about their self. And so what you're saying is so powerful, because these middle schoolers, these elementary children, they need
Everybody,
that type of stuff because
anybody can you. I have an adult, two adults that have the bears that I bought.
oh
I mean
yeah,
that
oh
I created. They bought the bears. I'm
yeah, oh
telling you,
yeah,
listen, it's for anybody. I don't. I created the opportunity to be the change in the world that I want to see. I did my research. I did my data. I can tell you the benefits of coloring. I can tell you the benefits of listening to positive affirmations. I can tell you the benefits of reading. I can, like you say, colors, and the books were created with colors and alliteration. I did my research, so I know, the benefits behind this. And I don't. I'm happy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes me happy. So.
It sounds exciting because I think what excites me is your love and compassion for these babies. And I know for a fact that there's some transformation that happens with them. And I know that they may come in sad or whatever, but when they come to your class, I just know they receive this life, they receive this joy, and they receive this outlet where at home they have an illness. At home you can't learn. At home, but when they come to the classroom, even that little bitty thing that you teach them, they're like, oh my God, they're that big girl,
just a little bit. And the kids spend more time with us in the classroom than they do at home normally. So if mama or daddy, and let me say this, sometimes, hindsight is always 2020, and I'm sure my mama would say that, and I would say that about my children, and my children will say that about their children. There are some things that you say and you do, and sometimes you just don't, you're not trying, you just don't know any better, or like you didn't know that wasn't an appropriate thing to say at that time. But I feel like the kids spend a lot of time with us up in the classroom. So we need to give them that positive time, right? If they're getting the positive time at home, and that bridges the gap, that's great. But if they don't get the positive time at home, they are looking forward to the positive time when they come up in the classroom. I think school should be I can't remember not wanting to go to school. I wanted to go to school because that was a positive place for me. There were people there that was feeding into, some people, not everybody, obviously, but there were people there that fed into, like, it's history. It's a history with this, and it's a personal journey also, but it's a history with this. But I will say that, everything that I have done my research on it.
Yes, man. I can't wait to get the information or whatever, because I'm definitely going to share it. I know a lot of people who work with children. Like I said, I off and on, I get to work with children. Like, doors will open for me, and I may do a summer camp with a church, or somebody call me up and say, hey, can you do a virtual teaching for me for 8 weeks? So these opportunities come. Like right now, I have a 4th grader. So I have a student that comes. And then, like I said, I have my baby here. And so she has not learned to form her words completely, but as she's learning, it's very important to me to speak life, to speak words.
That's right.
Her. Yeah, that she's smart, that she's intelligent, and that she's beautiful. And so I begin to speak because she hears me. And when you speak, it's the expression on your face. They know if it's a love word or if it's a mean word. You know what I'm saying? So if I look at when she's in trouble and I say no, I have a different look on my face than when I say, oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. And I don't say bad. That word right there, because it leaves a bad connotation. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth to tell a child that they're bad, because that means
I say that all the time.
As they get older, and they can literally be scorned or scarred because they said, oh, that's bad. And some things that you do, it really ain't bad that they're doing. It's really something bad the parent is doing, but they confuse the child. So it's a lot going on. That's why I'm excited about I'm excited about the books, the bears and the teas, and I can't wait to share your information with other people about this, because yes, it is definitely needed. And so you work for an actual school system, or do you have your own school?
I work for HISD.
Okay.
Work in a school system.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So do they use your book?
Um, Actually, I am trying to get my books, and I will be happy to share them with you. I'm trying to get them in the schools right now. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you want to see them, you want to see all my stuff that I
Yes. Yes.
have.
Give us a can your bear talk to us? Give us a yeah, give us some. Come on.
So
Hold
here
on.
is
My co-host up so she can see. Hold on.
all right.
Y'all, this is
So
our co-host. Okay, look at the bear.
So here, oh, I gotta figure out how to. Okay, wait, turn this way. Okay, so here is legacy, and legacy is my minute to win it positive affirmations bear, and it literally is only a minute. And let me tell you, most kids love it. It's the adults who think that we don't have 1 minute to stop and just take 1 minute and affirm and listen to something positive. But
Wow.
it's literally only 1 minute. And
Wow.
it's just it's alliteration from A to Z. I mean it's positive affirmations from A to Z. So that's the thing. Hold on. Here, wait.
Wow, that is awesome. It said A through Z, I'm a valuable me.
A to Z, I am invaluable me. Yep.
Oh, how cute.
That's a legacy. And then we have King. And King obviously is the dream is in me is what King talks about. And it's obviously a play on Dr. Martin Luther King words, which is and my grandson's name is King too. So that's how we got the name King. And so and again, it's only 1 minute. It's just positive things. It's
Yeah.
positive. Okay, I'm gonna let you listen to it. Wait.
Ready?
All right. The dream is in me. I am the amazing, bold, and creative dream of every forefather that envisioned the future as a productive place for their child to be. I am the dream of my ancestors past. I honor and walk in the footsteps of ingenious men and women that paved the way for me. I am the present gift of a historical lineage, jam-packed with the knowledge I could be anything I desire to be. My ancestors' dreams created the blueprint to build the legacies and the immeasurable mental monuments of noteworthy and outstanding human beings that look just like me. Their contributions have qualified and quantified the respect attached to the sovereignty of the dreams I can dream to be. The reflection of my entire being is an undeniable vision of worthiness, exuding a yearning to be better and do greater. The next important historical moment resides with the dream that is in me.
Wow, awesome. And he's so cute.
They're twins,
Oh,
twinsies.
I love the fabric that you use.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love that. You know how some bears is kind of like the smooth or whatever, but I love it. Yeah, so cute. So let our audience. So I do have a question.
Okay.
Do you do wholesale prices on if somebody ordered so many? My second question, do you do custom bears?
I do. I do custom bears. I haven't had a wholesale question. I suppose that is something that I certainly can look into. But I do custom bears.
Okay.
And the custom bears come with me saying your child's name. So instead of saying "Hey love," because that's a generic one, it would say, "Hey Michelle, are you ready?" And also the back of the bears would have monogram, the two to three initial monograms on them.
Okay.
Yeah. And I also do big bears, just so that you can see. I do the big ones too. Mhm.
Okay, awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
they are so cute. So please tell our audience where they can locate you, where they can purchase your bears, your books, and your teas. And if they want you to just okay, that was my other question. I think you answered this. You do teach children outside of the school system, like you have
I do.
private clients? Okay, awesome. So please share with the audience how they can contact you for if they need private classes, they want to get your book, they want to get teas, they want to get a bear. How can they get with you?
So my books are online. You can order them online, or you can order them from me if you wanted to be autographed. My books are through Amazon, and let me see if I can. So I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? So each one of them, each page is lettered from A to Z, but this one is positive affirmations through alliteration. And it's called From A to Z. I am invaluable me. And in the back of it is the dictionary. So for each word that's underlined, it's part of extended learning. So you have the dictionary in the back. So just in case, like it's a word that you want your child to look it up. There you go.
Okay,
And then there's
awesome.
22 extra uh, things that a person can do. And the coloring book is also positive affirmation. Can you see?
Awesome. Yes, I love it.
And so the idea is to color each page. Each page is from A to Z. You color each page, and then you cut it out, and you frame it. And as I said, from A all the way to Z, you have positive affirmations, you have your own creations that you created, your own art. You have, and on the back of each page you can write a date or a note or who colored it or what was going on that day. It's just something to build, you know what I'm saying, to build you up. You can find both of these on Amazon,
Okay.
or you just look for my name, Ivy Foster. Both of these are on Amazon. And I also, in case anyone is interested, I wrote it in Spanish.
Awesome. 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 That is phenomenal. So I encourage you, woman of God, to get your website.
Okay.
So you can, because I got several books on Amazon, but so
Okay.
you work your money, you need to be able to sell it yourself.
Okay.
You will get more of, and that's for anyone that's an author. You'll at least get 75 to 80% of your profit back versus Amazon. So now Amazon gets you out there, right? It gets your name out there, everybody knows you out there. But when you want to build your finances, because when we write our books, it's not for a hobby. Yeah, we love sharing everything, but it
Right.
is continue to pay for whatever it is that we're doing, that we can be more freed up, to do what we're called to do. So
Some more. Right.
nugget out there. And so let the people know that you said Amazon, and then on your social media.
Amazon
And
for the books.
uh-huh.
Um, uh, uh, from from A to Z, I am invaluable. Me uh, is my Facebook page.
Okay.
I my uh, my Instagram is books _ affirmations, and that's books, affirmations, and bears.
Mm-hmm.
Books underscore affirmation bears. That's the Instagram.
Awesome.
And my phone number, if anybody is interested, it's
Awesome.
713-873-1956. If I can't answer, please just leave a message and I will definitely call you back. Or you can email me at invaluablemebooksandbears@gmail.com. Either one of
Awesome.
those ways.
Awesome. Well, I will definitely be connecting with you. I thank you so much for taking this time out to come on our show. It's been some valuable information. You got me all excited. I definitely want to share and support what it is that you're doing and get the word out. So I love building up children and just in the building up the women. So because I work with a lot of connect with abused women and children. So definitely will be connecting with you. I want to thank all of our viewers. Thank you for coming on. Miss Vignette Munfrey, thank you for coming on. Facebook, YouTube, and video streaming. I am Saraphia Jones Hall with Status Changers Network, Wellness Network, and this is your broadcast. So listen, we will be back on at 8:30. I have my last interview at 8:30. I'm excited. This is my third one for the day, but we are still celebrating women this month. Please, please, please go back, watch this replay. Follow Ms. Ivy Foster. Support what she's doing. She's doing a great work, and we shall see you soon. So again, thank you so much, Ms. Ivy, for coming on and sharing. But you will hear from me.
Yes.
So, yes. So everyone have an awesome and phenomenal night. Y'all see that t-shirt? Go and get yours. Positive teas. All right. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.